EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion LA Chargers taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. "59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl?"
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident. I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
And Kamara with a call on first down as he works his way forward for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Kamara. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And we've got a lot more ahead of us here in Super Bowl 6. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Herbert now. And he's got it.
And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Eckler again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On second down, Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On third down, Jackson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Allen's got it, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Herbert back to the air. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kyle Pitts, 37 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They'll turn to Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll send Williams in motion right. Herbert just beat the play clock. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Herbert on first down now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Kamara up the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On the move past the 40, and they're going to move it down inside the 25. On 1st down, it's Herbert.
It's complete to Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jamison Williams.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's got it to Williams.
Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
To the air again, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett from 10 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
Here's Jackson. Open man Lamb. It's complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out.
And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Herbert. And he'll find Everett there, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good.